What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about some of my wish list items for the OnePlus 13. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the news of mobile phones, the OnePlus 13 has launched in China, so there is already some content out there, unboxings and overviews of the OnePlus 13 as well as Oxygen OS 15. I'm still awaiting Oxygen OS 15 for my OnePlus 12. I'm pretty excited for it, but as of right now, I still don't have that here on my device. So even though the OnePlus 13 is not available in North America yet, we pretty much know what it looks like, what the specs are, and there is speculation around the price. I think I've seen rumors of a $50 higher price tag. That would not surprise me. And of course, no one really likes when prices increase, but it's just kind of the way it goes. And I believe even with a price increase, the OnePlus 13, just like the OnePlus 12, will be a very compelling device. So let's take the case off of my OnePlus 12 here and talk a little bit about the design of the OnePlus 13. Now, if you guys can see on the side here how the camera module kind of extends over to the side, right? So you've got your camera module right here, and it kind of extends over to the side. So they have done away with this design here, and so we just get a camera module, and I think that looks even better. I think the OnePlus 12 looks really nice, but I think doing away with this portion here on the side and just boom, there's the camera module, it looks even better. And the one thing that OnePlus has fixed on the OnePlus 13, and I know a lot of people will be very happy about this, I haven't had issues with the curved display here on the OnePlus 12 because I use a case with it, so I've not had any issues. But I have seen many comments from people saying they do not like curved displays and that they prefer a flat panel, and that's what we are getting with the OnePlus 13. So I'm very excited for that. And for me, it's not that I prefer one or the other, a curved versus a flat panel, but I like that the OnePlus 13 is going to a more flat design on the sides. I just like phones that feel boxy in the hand, like my iPhone 15 Pro Max. I just love that feel. I believe the S24 series is like that, and I just love the boxy design. So I'm definitely excited for the design changes on the OnePlus 13. I think it will look even better than the OnePlus 12, and I think it will be much more appealing to people to have the flat edges as well as the flat display. So the things I'm excited for are the bigger battery. I'm not sure exactly if we'll get that in the US, but in China, the OnePlus 13 has a 6,000 milliamp hour battery. I hope we get that here in the US, because that would mean battery life would be even more insane than it already is on the OnePlus 12. They're maintaining that fast charging speed, which is another one of my favorite features of the OnePlus devices, and you get the charger in the box. Now, as far as I've heard and seen, the storage options and the amount of RAM is most likely going to remain the same, which I'm totally okay with, because 16 gigabytes of RAM on the top end model is plenty of RAM. But if they did for some reason bring the 1 terabyte storage, 24 gigabyte RAM model to the US, that would be absolute bananas. I'm not sure if I would purchase that one, because that one that's just overkill, but maybe, depending on the trade-in values and things like that, for my OnePlus 12. Now, this one here that I've been using since March, this is the 16 gigabyte RAM version with 512 gigabytes of storage, and I have been mostly using this as my daily driver, and I say mostly because I have my iPhone 15 Pro Max, that I do go back and use once in a while, but my daily driver, 95% of the time is the OnePlus 12, and it has been a fantastic device. I had a little hiccup there with Wi-Fi calling for about a month or two, but come to find out, and I did make a video on this on my channel if you guys want to go watch that, but it turned out to be a Wi-Fi issue with Xfinity, which is one of the largest internet service providers here in the US. And for some reason, and this is true on my iPhone 15 Pro Max as well, because I was having Wi-Fi calling issues with it. And so it turned out that Wi-Fi calling for some reason will not work when I connect to my standard Wi-Fi network, but if I connect to the Wi-Fi hotspot that by default I believe is enabled by most Xfinity gateways so people can access different hotspots if you're an Xfinity customer. Wi-Fi calling works perfectly fine on the guest network, and I'm not sure what to make of that. Maybe there's some sort of setting that they've changed around, but for now, the best solution I have is to just use it's called Xfinity Mobile for the Wi-Fi network, which I think is a little confusing because they actually do have mobile service, but that's the workaround that I have found. And other than some minor issues like, for a little while I had issues with the global search here on the home screen. So if you tap search at the bottom and you can just search for an app, which is what I mostly use it for, the global search would become unresponsive, so I would have to swipe up and exit it. But with one of the more recent updates from OnePlus, that issue has been completely resolved. I've not had any issues with the global search. I've not had any issues with speed or smoothness of the device. It's been one of the best Android phones I have ever used. Also, for the OnePlus 13, I'm excited for the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Not that I need that kind of power. I mean, honestly, most people don't. And in day-to-day usage, it's not going to make a difference. Let's just be real. If you have a device from the last few years, in day-to-day usage, it's still going to be very usable. So it's not like the Snapdragon 8 Elite is going to be much of a bump in performance in daily usage, but it's always good to see performance going forward, right? We always want to go forward, and we will have to wait and see, what battery life looks like on devices with the Snapdragon 8 Elite. I believe it to be good if we can trust Qualcomm's numbers, but you have to take those with a grain of salt because it is first-party numbers, right? You don't want to really immediately trust numbers directly from a company because, of course, they want to make their product look as good as possible. But if we go off of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 and the 8 Gen 3 here in the OnePlus 12, the S24 series for the most part, both of those chips have been very, very good for Qualcomm. So I'm hoping that the Snapdragon 8 Elite will continue this trend of good chips from them. Also, I'm excited to see how the speakers perform on the OnePlus 13 because I'm a big media consumer, like most of you probably are. The speakers on the OnePlus 12 are really good. I would say, honestly though, the speakers on my iPhone 15 Pro Max are probably, in my opinion, a 10 out of 10. And I would say here on the OnePlus 12, it's like an 8 out of 10. Maybe 7 at worst, but, a good solid 8 out of 10. So I'm excited to see if they can improve the speaker quality on the OnePlus 13. Now, in terms of camera, I'm not sure if they've changed up the cameras very much. I haven't read too deeply off of the videos that's already on YouTube of the China launch. I don't think I've seen too much changes in the camera department. The OnePlus 13 is definitely going to be a very compelling device just from the simple fact of they're going to a flat panel and flat sides. That is going to attract a lot of people. I wish we didn't have to wait so long for it to come to the US, but as of now, the OnePlus 12 is still a kick-ass device. So here we are taking a look at the OnePlus 13. If you look to the left of the camera module, you can see that they've done away with that kind of wrap around the edge design. So we just have the camera module. I think that looks a lot better. I think my favorite color is the one in the middle, which they call Blue Moments. I think I just like the kind of two-tone between the glass on the back and the camera module. The white one looks good as well. I mean, they all look really nice. So overall, solid upgrades coming with the OnePlus 13. Let me know what you guys are most excited about for the OnePlus 13 down in the comments. If you're new to my channel, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe for more content on the way. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video.